Interesting news. With SATC writer Candace Bushnell, Meghan Markle addresses what female sexuality truly looks like. Please, if you're not yet a member of this lovely community, subscribe and turn on the notification bell for updates. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, treated viewers to a candid and fascinating conversation with Candace Bushnell in the most recent episode of her podcast, Archetypes. Bushnell wrote the Sex and the City newspaper column in the 1990s, which served as the inspiration for the popular series of the same name. But Candace never authored any scripts for the show, as she candidly admits on the podcast. "You can't do this, you can't have access to this area," she said, adding that happily, things are slowly changing when it comes to seeing more women writing for TV. The majority of parts for women are, in fact, written by men. Prior to the discussion starting, Meghan acknowledged Candace's writing for pushing the envelope and asserting that it is still relevant to dating, women, and self-discovery. "We live in a world where we tell women not only how they should look, but also how they should feel," said Candace, explaining she has always wanted to define herself on her own terms. Having to have all of these feminine attributes, thoughts, and feelings, growing up, the message was that girls are made of sugar and spice, that you should think kind thoughts and desire children. "I didn't experience any of those things." The author credited her father for bringing up her as a feminist and for encouraging her to aim beyond the four professions that were traditionally open to women in the 1960s and 1970s: nurse, teacher, librarian, or secretary. As a result, Candace began to think about a career in writing, which led her to pursue a career in journalism. In her SATC column, Candace wrote about her own life experiences as well as those of her friends, following a path she described. Candace noted that the four main characters, Carrie, Miranda, Samantha, and Charlotte, have limitations, but that the show did a decent job of redefining female goals and needs as a starting point and when compared to the portrayal of women who had appeared on TV before them. Candace said, "Women are often instructed to only have sex with one person, before speculating on what women's sexuality may resemble if money and power weren't factors. Samantha Jones has a striking resemblance. There was a lot of sex happening back in the 1990s when I was single in New York and had a lot of single, independent women friends," she said. "I realized that a lot of the stereotypes about women's sexuality were untrue, including love of sex in general." Meghan then inquired as to what Candace thought could be done to maintain progress in the representation of strong female characters and women's sexuality. Candace responded that social media, as one platform without a gatekeeper for women to push beyond in order to be expressive, share their experience, or generate money, contributes to the availability of more 3D instances. The author also acknowledged that she did not make a ton of money from Sex and the City, which has made her bitter, and that ageism is the next obstacle she wants to get over, and women being discounted due to their age. "I am currently investigating the period of life there." In another news, Queen was reassured. Before her passing, Harry and his family were heading to a reconciliation. Before passing away, the late king expressed comfort with Prince Harry appearing to be reconciling with the royal family. Since he and Meghan Markle left their positions as senior royals, Prince Harry's relationship with the royal family has been tumultuous. Robert Hardman, a royal author, stated that the Duke of Sussex's most recent trips to the UK comforted the Queen after the royal couple went to the US and spoke out against their time as a family. According to what he said to Palace Confidential, the direction of travel throughout the year was towards some form of rapprochement. He skipped the Duke of Edinburgh's memorial service, but he did show up a few weeks later as he travelled to the Invictus Games. He visited the Queen then, and at the Jubilee, he and Meghan were here with the kids. Bye-bye.